Roll call, please.
Andrea,
Here.
Rex,
Here.
Clayton,
Here.
Gerald, and Gray.
All right. We'll stand, rise, and say the pledge will be led by Mr. John Pearson tonight, please. And prayer will be given by Reverend Kim. Please rise in your honorable hats.
Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Pray, Father, thank you for being you. Thank you for allowing us to be here tonight. I pray your blessing on the meeting and everyone involved. Pray your blessing on each department head, each elected official, each citizen, and we pray your blessing on our community. Thank you for the season that we're in. Help us to be mindful of what this season is about, the coming of your Son. Thank you for all that you do for us, and be glorified. Amen. God bless y'all. Merry Christmas.
I'm sure you have something to say.
Agenda item number 6, approval of minutes for December 9th.
I'll make the motion for it.
Second.
Got a motion by Mr. Maynard, second by Mr. McGuire. Roll call, please.
Andrea,
Aye.
Rex,
Aye.
Clayton,
Aye.
Gerald,
Abstain.
and Gray.
Aye.
New business? Anything from the board under new business?
I don't know if it's new business, but I never know when to bring things up. But a report from the Area Plan Commission, Upland, their final date with the county area plan is December 31st. They will have their own Area Plan Commission starting January 1st, which completely changes the makeup of both the Area Plan and the Board of Zoning Appeals, because they were the largest municipality in the county, which meant they got a lot of seats. Now Fairmount is the largest municipality, so the Board of Zoning Appeals, because Mr. Pearson won't be able to be on it anymore, and I think the commissioner representative has changed or is going away. So I think the BZA will be literally Ed Hartman, and then all new people, including like 3 people from Fairmount that Fairmount needs to find. And then the Area Plan Commission, we will need another Jones Borough representative to replace Mr. Pearson. That will be appointed by the mayor, Mr. Goins. And there will also need to be a member of the community associated with agriculture that is not living in the municipality. So if you know of someone, or there'll also be a town of Matthews seat, and someone appointed by the school corporation superintendents. So there are 3 open seats on the AP, or 4 open seats in the APC, and 6 open seats on the BZA. So if you know anyone in Grant County that meets those criteria, that reach out to us, please.
Now, the appointment that I'm gonna make is they'll probably be on the BZA also.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, that's
It
what
can be
I
on
was,
both, 'cause
I
they
was,
gotta be on
I
the
talked to
state, so-
him
yeah,
yesterday about it, cause I'm having difficulty, that's why I sent you guys the email. I've got some people in mind, I'm having a hard time if somebody wants to be committed, cause that's a big commitment.
It
Yeah.
is, and it can be a headache sometimes too.
can we discuss it here? I mean,
Well, yeah,
yeah.
it's an appointment by me.
Right, yeah. Quentin, you wanna do it?
I ain't got the time.
Yeah.
I thought about him already, I'm not gonna look at it.
You were at the top of my list.
Yeah, he was the
but-
top of mind because he's involved in everything.
Yeah.
Cause you'll be on both boards.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question, please?
Sure.
What was the agricultural piece that you mentioned?
Well,
Like, what's the?
it would be, normally it would be like a member of the agricultural extension educator, I think. But since we don't have that, It's just a county resident with an agricultural interest,
So like a farmer?
basically.
Yeah.
So like
Outside the
Kitty
stores.
Kate's from Swayze or something?
But it'd have to not live
But
in
yeah,
a
no,
municipality, but,
yeah.
so, a farmer would be the most likely, but it could
Okay.
also be someone that runs, like a grain silo,
Okay.
or someone that runs farm insurance, or sells
Oh,
tractors, or someone that
John
has
Deere.
an agricultural
Okay,
interest.
gotcha, thank you.
So I have to find somebody for the end of the year, and I need some help, so I'm asking you guys to find somebody. I've got some I got some people in mind, but I haven't contacted yet because of the commitment time.
Yeah, but sometimes, Bob, you might let them know, it's more than one meeting a month. Cause like when we had solar and different things and windmill, there was sometimes we would meet 3 times a month.
Yep.
You know, different open meetings, so it's mostly once a month, but it can be more.
It's an important job for
It
this
is.
community. It's an important job, and we don't have the resources to get our own
Right.
planning commission.
But a lot of
But
people
Upland
don't
went-
understand
Upland did that, huh?
Yeah,
how that is set up there, because a lot of people say, well, citizens shouldn't be on this board, they're not elected. And it's keeping it fair, way the state did it, that citizen being there is making it fair, instead of being elected.
I'd be curious to hear what Don Gilbert would say.
Oh, no.
I don't think he'd want to, but
I don't
it'd be
think
a
he'd take
funny
his gun
conversation. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Anything else on new business? Cause I'm gonna move along if we don't.
New business, I think last time, I just got one. Has anybody thought about the raising the rental cost of the community building?
That was my next one.
That's, is that old business?
That was gonna be on
Oh,
our business.
no.
That's all right. We can talk and discuss that.
Discuss it last.
I'm gonna recommend that we raise it because we do need some funds to maybe buy some new equipment up there, or chairs or tables, and I think $75 is
Too low.
too low,
Yeah.
and I'd like to see if we could raise it to 100 or 125 and maybe have a $25 deposit.
I think, well,
At
I hear
least.
Gas City's charging, and other people, I think if we get around at 150 would be a good
I
price,
agree.
because everybody else is above that and more.
Yeah.
I know people ain't gonna like that jumping.
Now, if it's 125 and a 25 of it is a deposit that you get back,
Right.
Sure.
I think that's maybe reasonable.
That's what I'm gonna recommend.
150 up front, but you get 25 back if it's taken care of.
Yeah.
The only reason I want a deposit, because we do a little bit different here than like the event center, like Harrisburg, they do it by hours, you know, like you can rent that place for 2 hours a day. We rent it out to somebody and they don't put a deposit down, then they cancel, then we're out the money. And I don't think that's fair, because say you wanted it that
Right.
night and somebody reserves it for, you know, Christmas or let's say, and takes advantage of it. So I'm gonna recommend that I think, I just saw Brittany shake her head, but I'd like to see 125 with a $25 deposit.
Yeah,
for our
at
community.
least.
Effective.
Please,
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I just wanna share too, that not only are those important pieces, but Brittany has spoken about it before. Okay, the little bit more of money, the person has a buy-in, so they're not just gonna like at the last minute, like you said. At the same time, you have to make sure that they're gonna clean it up and leave it as they found it, and the stuff that's been destroyed. So that's kind of a assurance that they're gonna be compliant or whatever, you know what I mean? So I think it's nothing but a win-win.
I think when you do this, Bob, I agree with it. You need to really think about how you're gonna decide if they get that deposit back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I can come in on
Right.
Monday and say, hey, Saturday was a mess.
Yeah.
What's a mess to you? What's a mess to him?
You need to check.
100%,
You
yeah,
need to give people a checklist.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has to be, so when you
Or if a
return the
table
key,
broke or
Right.
this is
Well,
picked
that's
up, the
obvious
trash is
stuff.
done, that, you
But
know,
I'm talking
yeah.
about, we've walked in and they've left
Yeah.
the trash bags in. They
Right,
didn't
right.
take them out. There's them little
Right, but if
silver
you don't
confetti stuff
delineate that and don't
everywhere.
have that thing, then they're like, meh, you know.
You know, I guess that's my thing. That way the girls don't get yelled at. I'm not giving you
Well, then it's not
$25 back
subjective, it's
because
not
of this.
subjective then.
Overall, the girls.
They're gonna be the one getting yelled at, not us, cause they're coming there to get their money.
The billing office and the staff, they all do a good job keeping it really clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that we need to raise the price,
100%.
and,
But honestly, is $25 enough for a deposit? I mean, what's that gonna
Right.
keep
We
somebody?
used to do 50,
Yeah, that's what my thought
So-
is.
and we lowered it, just to be competitive. And now it's kinda biting us.
Yeah, cause we're so low and
Yeah,
everything. And then they
Right.
don't take care.
Well, we went out and bought, like 5 round tables and
Right.
a couple of
Mhm.
the 8-foot long ones.
Those things are not cheap.
Well, right now, there's only maybe 10, 12
Right.
that you can use, the
Right.
legs are broken on
Right.
them.
Yeah.
All the round tables are gone
Yeah.
except one.
We had
It's a
pictures
non-issue.
sent to us, probably a month ago. It was a birthday party, not gonna name names, but they had kids standing on the tables.
No.
I mean, we had pictures of it.
And on that rack.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we've had 2 racks that the chairs and
So
Is
tables.
that Randy Bryce's birthday party?
You said it, not me.
No, that was last year.
That's why I think too, with our raising our costs, I think we should have, like Quentin said, something written. That if you
Absolutely.
run a table, take marker and run one, then you should have to pay what it costs us to go buy a new table.
How do you collect that though?
Yeah.
If it's not a
Well,
deposit, you
If it's
never-
not a deposit, you're gonna take it to court, and that's just
Yeah,
gonna cost you
and
more
what-
money.
Well,
at
but
the
then
same
you can keep
time-
them out from renting it again.
Well, we
You
know
know,
what, we know what.
$50 would insure some of them.
Yeah.
I really do. I think,
Yeah.
you know, hey, get down,
The
we get a
big,
deposit
the
on
biggest
this.
problem with saying you're not gonna rent it to
Yes.
that person, they just get someone else to come and rent it for
Yeah.
them in
Charles
their
got,
name.
Charles got the floor.
It's $125 rent and $50 deposit.
I
Great.
agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's just over double what it is now. I mean,
And that-
that's my only thing,
And,
but.
and it's still competitive
Yeah.
with what
So
the
how,
other places in the
Oh, yeah.
area do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't you think that like even the monetary piece of it, if somebody's gonna rent it, then you're gonna more than likely act right then? And you know what I'm saying? Then like,
so when do
so
you
that's
start
kind of the
that?
balance.
Because you've got people who got it rented so far out, right?
Yeah, so as soon as we get an ordinance typed up and passed, anyone that has already paid, they're marked in the book, so she can write that down and keep a list of.
But would
okay,
that
this is where
keep
we
you from having
start.
to, and you might know, sir, would that keep you if you had a new, you know, whatever, procedure or whatever, even if they already rented it? If that's fluid, can you still do that, or?
You mean raise
Yeah, I
it
mean,
on somebody that's
or,
already
no,
reserved?
the expectations of,
You can give them a checklist, you just can't
Well,
charge them.
So
Correct,
we give them
correct.
a list of the rules
Right,
and
right.
what we expect when they do get
Sure.
it,
but like a little more like, hey, just FYI, here you go. I think it's great.
I'll make a motion.
Yep,
Charge
I'll second.
$125 and a $50 fee.
It's good.
Motion's on the floor.
Second that.
We'll have it written up and ready for everybody's signature.
Tonight, no, just kidding, I'm kidding.
It's good. Motion is on the floor from Mr. McGuire and
Yep.
seconded by Mr. Greentree is to raise the cost of the rental of our community building from $75 to $125.
With a
And
$50
with a $50 deposit,
On top of
refundable,
that.
on top of
And
that,
that's still
refundable
cheap.
deposit.
That's good.
Okay, roll call please.
Andrea,
Aye.
Rex, Clayton,
Aye.
Gerald,
Aye.
and Greg.
Thank you. Very well, very nice. All right, move along. Anything else out there, old business? I will bring up something under, I'll wait for that. Any other old business? I got something else. Okay, let's move along. Reports. Board of Public Works. I think this will fall under that. I am still pursuing the annexation. I've been talking to some people and trying to get some, trying to get something together, a cost thing, and present to you guys, because I told them I wasn't gonna move forward without approval of any funds we send out. But they're working very hard at getting everything ready for January, and we are moving forward with a cost analysis for our wastewater. Is that correct?
The rate study.
The rate study. And I've been notified by our clerk treasurer that we have already paid for most of the annexation paperwork. We've already paid for a lot of that, and they never did it. So
Right.
it's, yeah, she found it, and
Well, we paid for parts that were done.
yeah.
Right.
So it's, some of it's already done, so we're gonna move forward on that, so. And, the Board of Public Works, they are still, meeting next week, sometime with Brad and Ken, we're gonna talk about the sewer project and everything and see where we're at, the extension out there. Cause, once again, I told them I can't move without you guys knowing exactly what it may cost the city, cause we can't do it, we can't do anything without your approval on that, so don't worry, I'm not gonna get us in any trouble on that.
That's what we're talking about annex, Bob. Just like I talked to you. How can you annex? Do we have to have approval from these people, or if you, if say, like I brought up with you, south side of Ninth Street, they all got water and sewer, but the one way in the back, I can't think of their name, they only, when can you legally take them in, out them voting on it? That's why, can you or can't you? That's
I
what
think they have to vote on it, and it's by
It's majority.
51%
As a
of,
percentage.
say there's 10 homes in one, I don't know how to say this exactly, maybe Laura can help me on that. Say 10 homes is in one area and then 10 homes are here in another area, has to be 51% in that area. Say it's the 900 block of West Ninth, they have to have 51%. But if you went to the meeting, and I think some of you were there, most of those people were very receptive to the
Yeah.
annexation.
Yeah.
Now, I think the tax analysis will be the kicker.
Yeah.
Showing where you're gonna be in Mill Township versus Jonesboro. And we're gonna have to wait until the taxes come out for next year and see where we're at with that. But I think that's gonna be the defining factor.
Because what I was worried about, like on Ninth Street, on the south side, they already got
Okay.
water and sewer. I thought if we could already go take them in, if it's legal. I don't know, cause I know annexation changed so much
Yeah.
anymore. You can't go land grabbing.
Well, and that's not exactly what Ken said when he was here. He said the easiest way is if there's a vote and there's 51%. He
Yeah.
said you can, it sounds like we and the county could both pass something and take it to a court, and if they have enough city services, the court could rule that we have the right to annex,
Yeah.
even if they don't agree. We'd rather not take that route, but I think I think we have a compelling case, even if we don't
Yeah.
get the referendum. But it sounds like a court could rule in that favor if we have enough city services out there and can agree with the county, is what Ken's documentation seemed to imply.
You are correct. And that's the last thing I think we should do as a council, is pursue somebody that doesn't wanna be in the city. So I
Well,
think
then we absolutely shouldn't put sewer or water out there, cause we're still paying, in my opinion, cause we're still reaping the
I
cost.
think annexation will probably be on the books before, if it passes, before we get the sewer and water out there completely. That's what I'm hoping.
But if it doesn't pass,
Then we need.
because we're currently, right now, tonight, we're paying for the fact that we ran water, or, I forget which one is which, but we have services out there.
Water sewers on Ninth Street on the
Yeah.
south side. Everyone else is just water, if they have it.
Right.
Except for 1117 West Sixth, they got a grinder. pump.
Well, yeah, there, on Sixth Street, there's 3 houses that actually are hooked to our sewer.
I think the annexation will go okay, I
Yeah.
really do. I'm hoping. As long as we're not egregious in any way, form, and we can prove to them that we're already paving the roads, we're already plowing the roads, we're providing fire and all that, and it should have been done years ago, so hopefully we can get this done, so that's what we got.
I'm a pessimist. You have 10 people show up to a meeting and they all sound great. The thing is, there's 40 people that don't show up to any meetings and they're not. You have no idea how they feel.
Right.
But, yeah, I'm glad the meeting went well and I think it's definitely worth pursuing.
Okay. I mentioned in Public Works and Safety about J.C. Knight, everybody is aware that it's getting really close. I don't know where they've been, I haven't called them, I've been kinda busy, but
Fence fell down in the storm.
oh, it did?
Yeah, it fell in the storm. I called Brad and he said, I'll get a hold of the guy, but that was 3 weeks ago. And then at last meeting, he said he's coming back tomorrow, weather dependent, and they still haven't done anything, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I need that fence back up for the protection of the students over
I
there.
think they hauled it off. I don't know where it went.
Oh, okay.
Well, they took the fence down so they could use the Circle Drive, because they have been, it has been a major hamper on the operations, not having the access to that Circle
It's
Drive.
been more in a long time,
Yeah,
so.
it's worth it.
Then
It's a
does that
100-year-old building, it's
Does
worth it.
that put them under liability then for taking the fence, removing it?
That's him underlined.
The kids won't be outside though. Now, if it was April or May, I think it'd be different, but they don't take kids on that side of the Circle Drive anyway, so.
Thank you, I didn't know why it blew down, I thought it
It,
checked.
yeah, that one, we had a storm was blowing and I drove by and it must have just fallen and I called Brad. He said he'd let it know, but
Okay. Mayor recommendation or comments, I do have one comment, we received a check from the River Rally people. Anybody interested in how
Drum
much?
roll.
How much?
We got $3,000.
Did
So
that cover
you
our
fit-
expenses?
No, not even close.
So, have we renegotiated a contract, or we signed a contract, we're doing that next year?
We are doing that, I'd like to have you guys meet her in a group, or some of you, I'd like to have a little meeting.
Is it Carmen still?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think we should pursue it one more year with a one-year contract, but I've gotta talk to some people in town who profited off of it,
Oh.
and, because what we need to do, we especially need to cover the expenses of the police, fire, and everything we have. We have done some things different for next year, we're not putting all this equipment back down in the barn, we're storing it back here by the thing where they won't have to haul it all over, so we're doing some things to lower our, obligation of keeping all the stuff up here and keeping it nice and clean and safe for everybody, but if you got any suggestions about it, I've got a few things I'd like to try this year as far as what we sell out here or what we do out in front here, but we gotta do something. We have to make some money.
Well, when I had a booth, there was a fee that I had to pay specifically to the city of Jonesboro.
$25.
That probably should be raised, don't you think? Or is that part of the contract with the River Rally? I mean,
I
that to
don't
me,
think,
that's
I don't
easy.
think it's a contract. There is nothing in there about the fee for the vendor fee that we accept. There's nothing in their contract.
Well, that seems to be an easy place if we need to raise prices. I mean, we don't wanna go crazy. We want there to be vendors if there's gonna be this thing, but they sell out the vendor slots every year. I mean, that means, and it's been $25 for the last 6 years,
oh, wow.
so,
And I also
At
think the
least.
camping is too cheap.
oh yeah, that for sure.
It's extreme. People do not buy, I think, what is it, $50 for the weekend? 35 for the weekend.
Yeah. Now, that's not with electrical hookup and everything,
That's
right?
all
No,
permanent.
we do not do it.
Not legal hookups, so they've had some illegal hookups.
After dark, who knows?
But I went down there and tried to collect a bunch of them, not collect it, have them come up here and pay it. It's a difficult, I'd like to have somebody sitting down there.
What do they say? Do they just not say we're not paying or what?
they move, so they're supposed to be in here
Right.
and they're gone, there's nobody there, but they're over here, you don't know it.
That's so weird.
And they take this guy's
They're not
spot.
there and not all day, you know, you
Yeah,
gotta do it.
right, right.
I tried it for 2 years, it's
Ugh.
a nightmare.
Yeah.
But I'd like to raise the price on that, I don't know if it has to go through the
And I think
council.
you should have them pass
For the-
their
It
pay
does, we
agreements.
need an ordinance.
Okay,
Is it worth it to have the camping?
yes,
Yes,
yes. But I think in the long run, we can make money,
Okay,
or,
not if we don't collect on it, and if we raise the price, it's gonna be harder to
I
collect.
think we only had 3 or 4 last year didn't pay, I don't
Okay.
think it was that bad, they've had up to 20 not paid before.
But maybe if we do the same thing as the community building, I mean, it's the same, and I know you all, everybody's doing their part, but be like, kinda like, hey, you know, we're, even if it's by word, you know what I mean?
But you make him right now pay what, $5 in advance?
It's either 5 or 10.
Yeah, I think it's 10.
That's so
To
cheap.
rent for the next year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But they don't get that deposit.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's like a
Or add it to
reservation
their
kind of,
fee.
yeah,
So
or a
what-
club or
Yeah.
whatever.
So what if you do the same thing and you say, okay, you gotta have this paid in by August 1st, or we're gonna rent it to somebody else, you gotta pay in advance because we're not getting collection.
Hey, I think that's a
Do that.
great idea, kinda like do like a camping club, like you have to be, you know, if you wanna join for the, you know, make it $20 or whatever, and then you're guaranteed a spot, maybe it may not be where you want, but.
and I hate to hold it up. I don't know that we really, I'm okay with you figuring out those prices, I guess. I don't know if we can do that, or if we,
Yeah.
or
Well,
Britt, you,
you have to pass the ordinance.
yeah.
It's part of the order, you have to pass the ordinance.
Yeah.
But the fee, I think $60 for the weekend's cheap.
That is so cheap.
Absolutely.
It's cheap, and we're paying within 35 now. I mean, I'm not trying to make money, but that was a
Well, but
huge
you have to
event.
make some.
The next door, they told me they made over $20,000
Yeah, that-
right there,
Right.
profit. Oh, and they told me 25, but I'll just say 20.
And they paid us $25 to do that.
They didn't pay us anything.
Yeah, 'cause
No,
that-
they paid us a $25 the vendor fee.
Yeah, but the Legion didn't, that's their
Oh,
building.
Legion, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were
The
talking
Legion.
about that, sorry.
They made say over $20,000. I,
Yeah.
we don't get, there should be something in there. So I think we need to have a meeting, one of us, me and Greg or somebody have a meeting with them, and say, we'd like to approach you about next year and have you support our police and fire during the river rally, cause you're the largest vendor we have here.
Or
Right.
instead of that, since they don't come to the redevelopment commission,
I know.
if you could reach out to them and see if they could come to a meeting, that'd be great. But I think that'd be a perfect point of negotiation.
I think as a board, I think we should move forward with, raising the, fee of the camping for the,
100%.
for the
Camping and vendor.
Can we actually issue a permit that they have to,
I think that's
We
great.
do.
They do.
They can do, but
For both camping and vendors.
But when they stick it on their window and they're never at their camper, when them guys are down there, that's what's the
Yeah,
but
problem.
if they
The-
prepay, they don't get the permit till they prepay, right?
well, that's another problem is because we don't hand them out until the week of, and they gotta come up here and get them, right?
Yeah.
So that was maybe something we need to look at also, okay,
Right.
you pay, but, you know, a lot of them's from out of town, so they may not be able to.
And a lot of them don't come in until Saturday morning and
Yeah.
they're not here.
Yeah.
And we don't have anyone policing it either.
And that's the idea I have, and find somebody with a golf cart that will go down there, and when somebody pulls in, they check the list, they look at the spot, cause they're all marked, and they can check them off. No, you can't do it, you gotta go uptown, as soon as they can do it, and then wait for them to get their permit.
There you go.
I mean, if we're charging $60, we could pay somebody
Yeah.
$30 to do
Right.
that, and somebody in town will do that, so. My recommendation is that we raise the fee on the vendor, at least $5.
And that's not asking
and-
too much,
park-
that's
and
business.
5 or,
Right.
Like, I think, yeah,
So how much do we have in a typical year as far as expenses, honestly, for police, the
So,
fire,
it's
the,
funny,
anything that we
I-
have to pay? Do we
I
know
figured that and I was laughed at.
Oh,
And just utility guys and their time getting ready, moving things for the event, it was like 4,500 in their salaries,
mhm.
not including the police department.
mhm.
And they told me I was crazy.
Who told you that?
So,
They did.
and the
Carmen.
I don't care if she
$3,000
thinks you're
check,
crazy or not, she
River Valley
can
people.
get on
the
the city council.
$3,000 check does not even cover their
Right.
salaries and their time, let alone our police department.
Yeah, and then you look at the firemen giving their time up there. I know people say it's volunteer, but there should be some compensation all the way around, I agree.
You guys
Yeah,
have been
so-
robbed
I'm sorry, but
for years.
like, I'm like you guys too, and I've been a single mom for, and I'm like, we all live in the community and stuff, so I get it. At the same time, like, there has to, it can't just always be, you know, the city's paying for everything, you know, and not recoup. How can we ever move forward? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that is not too much. And the customer has to have a buy-in to it, it's an opportunity, you know, but at the same time, we're not in the position to just do everything for free either.
no,
So, we have other people who are interested in taking it over, right? No?
Yes.
I thought you were approached.
yes, I was approached, there was one.
Okay, well,
But you have to get her to sell it or change the
I'm
name.
not saying, they've gotta understand
Yeah,
the cost, okay, and if they're not willing to compensate the city for at least cost, then we need to take a look at
Right.
Yeah,
other
because I
other
know,
things.
cause
You
like
know,
you're
you
saying,
can laugh as much as you want, but if you're not covering my cost,
Right,
then I'm not doing business.
Well,
Like
it
what-
doesn't have to all come from them though. The point is if we raise
Right.
the vendor fee and the camping fee, you like,
That's fair,
Right.
but
yeah,
it's,
you can't laugh at our clerk treasurer.
Because I know what
You-
you guys
you
are
can't-
saying, because like, if you look at Gas City Park, if you look and see how they do a lot of stuff, Ducktail around donate big bucks back to the city park.
So don't they rent the park from the
Yeah.
city for the week?
Yeah, and
That's
they
their-
pay
We-
back big money.
So
So that's how
I've
they pay.
suggested that.
That's a
renting
great
out our
idea.
Main Street for a certain amount,
Yeah.
and then they just have it.
Yeah.
yeah, and we do have a say-so in it, I mean, like, it's like, oh, you know, it may have been that
Yeah.
way before that was then.
I approached them about Brad, getting the
Yeah.
square footage up here,
Yeah, yeah.
and we put a cost to it. Say it'd be $6,000, they would pay us 6 up front, and we would, you know, take the rest of it, we could, you know, stuff like that. But
Right.
We
How
have to
many,
do
how many
something.
spaces do we typically sell in a year? How many is there?
We-
For $25
Down at the
The-
park,
Vendors?
vendors?
It's like 80, I think, like 60.
So it
right?
depends, it fluctuates every year, this year was a little bit low, and it's not 25 every vendor, it's based on their size, so if you have a 100 by 100 vendor, you're looking at almost 200 for that vendor. Plus if they need a water hookup, they pay us 35 for the water.
Mhm.
So
Um,
can you get us what that was last year, total?
Yeah, yeah,
Let us know that way, or let me know that
I
please.
can't remember off the top of my head how many vendors there were.
It's,
if we figure out what our net loss is, then we have a place to start negotiating.
right,
Yeah.
see, I asked them also
We're
to
gonna have the numbers.
take our vendor fee and put it in when they register down there with them,
Absolutely.
and then, but
They
that,
refuse.
they refuse.
Well, one thing I think they need to learn, and this is just, I agree with Greg, we gotta cover our costs, like Brittany and Greg said. If we don't cover our costs, then we're just giving away our main street for somebody to come in
right.
and make profit and walk away.
So,
Right.
but, I mean, I'm not gonna laugh at you, Brittany, but I would like to know what the costs are, because,
Yeah, no,
I
I
mean,
get
right
it.
now, I'm estimating we got $8,000 last year, from our camping to Carmen to the
Right.
booths. So, I mean, I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but that's almost $8,000.
Mm-hmm.
And that's at $25 times 80 vendors if we got that many. So what are the real numbers and what are we really
I
at?
think it was
Right.
closer down to 60 last year, somewhere in the 60s.
And people think we make a lot of money from it.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So the opportunity, so here's why I try to think of it, like, because I'm not one to just like, oh, forget it, sorry, Pastor, forget everybody else, but like, you know, yes, we want the city to make money and we wanna advance and grow, so, but we have a choice, here's the choice, okay? So, we've gone at this pace, just like with the water and the sewage, okay, we've gone at this pace for how long, you know? You have to have growth, if you don't have growth, even at small increments, that's where you're gonna stay. And if that's the way that it is, okay, but at least we know. But like, to have the opportunity and get people to have a buy-in, and with the green space, which was all of the mental wellness and stuff, we have to like keep that flow going, or else we're just gonna be the same forever. And if that's okay, then that's okay, so, but I just think there's opportunity and there's a lot of money to be made.
So should we just talk about camping now? We
Yeah,
can talk about
yeah.
vendor net later?
So camping, I heard at 60, right now it's what, 20,
It's 35.
35.
35? I mean, 50 to me would be for 1 year, and then we look at it the next year or year after, whatever you guys are thinking.
Absolutely.
But 50's another $15 increase.
Yeah. And see how, you know, see how it goes, but it's something to move us forward, even if it's a little bit, you know?
Is there a reason you came up with 60 specifically, or just?
No, I just did the math and thought,
Right.
next $1,300 wouldn't hurt anybody.
Yeah,
No, I just looked at it from the standpoint of what they're paying for a campsite down
Yeah.
in Gas City, which
Yeah.
is basically just, you know, along the river.
Mhm.
And what are they paying down there, 75, 80?
I don't know what they're.
At least.
But I'm okay with 50, I just think it's,
Yeah.
if we can collect everybody, it's profitable.
Yeah, it's
And,
opportunity.
but the only thing I'm gonna ask you guys is, I'm gonna ask to have somebody, and if we have to pay them for
Right.
2 days to be down there barking at everybody, because last year I went down there and I found 3 people that were vendors up here that had brought their buddies in and taken all the bacon. They waited, they know what
I'll
we're
do
doing.
it.
There's our worker.
I'll
I think
do
we
it.
need to be, I think 50 is not egregious at all, I think it'd be okay.
And then we have damage that
Yeah.
you take into account for,
Sure.
because people are doing burnouts on our brick
Oh,
road.
right.
They're putting their equipment down and
Right.
shipping our bricks. They're,
Right.
what are they, the parking blocks, they've,
See, that's the piece that I don't feel bad about, so it's like if someone came to my house, and I'm not trying to be simplistic about it, but okay, so I'm gonna be okay, cause that's the way it's been before, and I'm not gonna say, and then you can come and tear up something, I'm not gonna say, I'm not, sorry, Pastor, I'm not the SOB if I say something or say,
I'm sorry.
hey, you know what, we might need to do something different, and that's okay.
Can we agree that tonight, that we can go ahead and pursue the $50?
I move to increase the camping fee to $50.
Second, third, fourth,
Okay. Got a motion to raise the camping to 50? Roll call, please.
Andrea,
aye.
Rex, Clayton,
Aye,
Gerald,
Aye.
and Greg.
Aye.
20 minutes for $15, we're
Pastor,
75 cents.
Pastor, do you have some extra time after the meeting?
Yeah.
You have somebody who needs to talk to you?
Simply
I
move,
repent.
Okay, the only thing, my only question
You need a
is,
swear
we've
jar.
already got a deposit from a lot of people for next year, we haven't told them anything about the additional charge, how do you deal with that?
So Medina does take some time and sends a letter out to each person that has reserved in
Right.
summer, giving them the opportunity to go ahead and fill out their paperwork and pay.
And you said it, the
So she
opportunity.
can send that letter.
You have a 3-day rescission, so if you
Yeah.
opt out,
the River
okay.
Valley people will put it in their flyers and notify their vendors that we raised the fee also, they're good at that.
And that's okay.
Sounds like we need a working session for the River Valley,
I would
Yeah.
agree with David.
without a regular meeting, and
Yes.
I agree.
so. Okay. So, keep me on task on that, would you please, make sure we do that, River Valley, because I think it's stuff that we need to talk about. All right, let's move along. Clerk Treasurer Brittany, do you have anything tonight?
Just the fire contract, and then these 2 notices are just for information. If you wanna pass that along.
Are we talking about it yet, or can I just say something really quick? Are you talking about the trash?
Yes, so
Are you
trash
talking about
cans are a problem.
Mr. Sexton, my husband, who has it out on Wednesday? No, I'm just, it's a real thing.
Friday by 6 PM doesn't seem very reasonable to me. People don't get home until 5:30 or 5:45 a lot of times.
Yeah, and as long as it's up by like Saturday morning or whatever, but
Okay.
don't leave it out all.
No,
That's
Yeah, because,
fine.
what is it?
Mine's
You're on
too
7th
preemptive.
Street,
I
8th Street.
can't tell you how
Trying to get
many
through
trash cans I hit in my bus.
Oh,
8th
yeah.
Street, when they
No.
park
That's
down
a real
there.
issue.
Like John's mom's
They're in
old
the
house,
road.
they're out in the middle
Oh,
of the
it's
street.
crazy.
well, now see with mine, cause Kevin, he doesn't have that issue, but like, I take the trash out all the time, we have a long driveway, but he's so like compliant, he's like, I'm gonna take it, he'll have it out like at 6 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday or whatever, not in the street, but, and people are like, hey, can we help you? No, he's gonna do it, kinda have, and that's okay. But I'm like, dude, are you just doing it so people will offer? Cause like, I'm like, hey, I'll get it. And so I'll tell, can I tell him that he might get a ticket if he does something? I'm not gonna lie, Pastor, sorry, dear Lord.
You want to know.
Send him a notice, or
Hey,
you
can I
guys
interject?
call
We
him.
do have something, we have the fireman's contract, I'd like to make
I
sure.
did, no, this is really an issue, that's why I was
It's gonna be a fast
talking
night,
about it.
remember?
Sorry, it is.
No, you're fine,
So
you're
are we
fine,
really-
we are, cause I had a complaint today about somebody on
About
First
Kevin?
Avenue, no,
Okay.
that they moved their trash barrels across the street where they can park in front of their house.
Oh,
And then it's across the street from neighbors and it just makes a mess, and they can't park in front of their house,
Oh, Lord.
so.
And they
we do have
never,
some
and they never
complaints
take
about
them
this.
off the street.
Are
Yes.
we actually discussing this tonight, or was this passed by the Board of Works and we're not discussing it?
It was passed and forwarded to, no, that's just for your information. It was passed at the Board of Works. So you guys don't need to pass anything. Cause it's already in an ordinance, I just needed
It's in
to
an
have the
ordinance.
approval for sending that notice.
Okay.
So So you're sending both of these out?
Mhm.
Okay.
I think we gotta change the ordinance, that's okay. If it's in the ordinance, it's in the ordinance.
What did you wanna change?
Six PM is crazy, to me. If what we care about is Saturday morning, then we should say 10 PM or midnight. And I never like it if we say one thing because, oh, well, what we really want is this. It's like, no, because then if there's a new mayor or a new clerk treasurer or a new whomever, then they can come here at 6:15 because I was late at work. And if they've had a bee in their bonnet about some other thing, then I can get a notice about that too. It's like, I wanna be compliant with the law. I want the law to be reasonable and I wanna be compliant. I can't get my trash can back by Friday at 6 PM. Cause it goes out Thursday night or Friday morning. If I take my wife out for dinner, I'm a public nuisance. So, I don't like that, but that, we can change our ordinance and it's not a big deal right now, so that's my only thought.
All right, to the Jonesboro Fire Protection, that's what we're
Yeah.
gonna discuss.
Right. Does this reflect the increase we discussed at the budget meeting?
Yes.
That is it. Some of you guys wasn't here earlier when I spoke at the Board of Works. The contract that we've had, I've been here 30 years next year. That contract that we've had with the town, the city, all the way to now has been the same for over 50 years.
Yeah.
The fire department has never worked for anything over that $9,000.
Yeah. It's been here that long since I've been here.
I can tell you the one that I've got no one can find the one that Bob McNutt says we all signed, but I know Chuck and Ray and Frosty's names are all still on that one.
Yeah.
So I thought you guys got paid per run.
No, well, you do. It's a long story. This is, I mean, it's not a long story, just real quick, the way it used to be, you was paid per run. Well, what happened one year come, and they had so many runs, the $9,000 didn't cover for every guy. So all the officers had to wait until the next year's budget to get paid, because there wasn't enough money. So now we get a straight $9,000, 4,000 of that's right off the top, that's $200 per guy for wear and tear of your vehicle and your clothing.
That's for the state.
So that, yeah, that gives me $5,000 to pay the guys per each run. So what we do, we go from November 1st to November 1st, count up how many runs we had, who showed up for them runs, and divide it. So you may make $5 a run one year, you may make 15 the next year.
Really?
The more runs you make, the less money you make, because you gotta pay all them
Right.
guys.
Right.
If we made 10 runs, we might be able to pay $30 a run.
Right.
But we usually, on fire side, we usually run between 30 and 50 runs a year.
Quentin, so for the people that you said you had the year that you guys had more runs.
That was way before me.
Okay, but do you know, like, did they ever get paid?
Yes, they
Oh, they
said it in the next year's budget, they put it in there to pay them officers. But that's why it got changed to where it was just, this is what you're gonna get, you figure out how to pay the guys.
So is there a difference between fire and the medic? side?
Medical does not get paid at all.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Cause the way we did that, Greg, is some
And
of
that's
them,
it, that's not
didn't
just
wanna run
us.
medical.
Yeah.
Right,
So we won't go to force you to run medical, we ain't done it for a year. The ones that wanted to go get their EMR and wanted to run, then we can run. But like we all agree, we won't get paid but only for fire runs.
That's all we pay is.
And the $100 for gas and clothes,
Right, I see
that's,
that.
that's a state thing.
Is the department required to respond to a med assist if you're toned in?
Well, now when I say required, you're a volunteer.
Yeah,
So if the tones go out and I don't have no one available, we don't show up, no, we're not fined.
Okay,
But like I said, we all decided as a group, hey, let's start doing medical.
okay,
So that was on us, we all agreed to do that, and we knew we wasn't gonna get paid.
okay.
And you're saying this includes a $4,000 increase, right? That 10,000, it used to be 6?
No, it used to be 9, or it's been 9, and they're gonna add the 4,000.
Well,
So
it's an increase of 5, I think.
It's,
That
yeah, it's
portion-
been
five.
We increased it by
Yes.
$5,000.
That's 14.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking total of 14,000.
Yes.
And it's just allocated between the fire runs and the
The
allowances.
wear and tear of your vehicle and your clothing, which that's a state thing,
So it was 9, we increased to 5,
to 14.
It's just allocation, got it. Okay.
I'll make a motion, we approve the agreement with the fire department.
Second.
We got a motion on the floor to approve the contract for the Jonesboro Fire Department. Roll call, please.
Andrea,
Aye.
Rex,
Staying.
Clayton,
Aye.
Gerald,
All right.
and Greg.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries.
Myself.
Anybody else got anything?
Question,
Yes, correct.
would there be an interest in going with the Historical Society? Now, this has to be something that the city does, similar to what we do with Halloween, maybe around Memorial Day. A Pinewood Derby that would tie in Harry Knight, named, my daughter has inherited it's a ministry. Has all the equipment for the Pinewood Derby. And in October, we actually took it down to Mexico.
Excuse me.
And the way we did it is we pre-built the cars, we had like 3 or 4 different designs. The kids would paint the car, they would, we would put the wheels and everything on it, and then we would race the cars. And it's something that kids,
Right.
parents enjoy just as much, it was an exciting thing. Is that something that the city would like to pursue?
I think it'd be
Because I
cool.
have influenced both the Historical
Yeah.
Society and my daughter, so.
So
There you go. It's a win-win.
Jared, where they racing at?
What's that?
Where they race at?
Well, I would assume it would be the,
The 500?
the community building, we set up the.
Oh, I thought you were gonna build it to race it,
No.
like we
he
did.
said-
with-
No.
It's like the Cub
Okay.
Scouts, they're.
Yeah, like the
Pinewood,
Cub
they're
Scouts.
the
You
same.
find-
Oh,
Pinewood
okay,
Derby.
oh,
The
Pinewood, not the soapbox, it's Pinewood.
Pine.
Yeah, the
Pine.
little
Did I say
cars.
soapbox?
No, you said
Oh,
Pinewood.
Well, he
I was
heard
thinking the
soapbox.
same thing.
Okay, yeah, it's just the Pinewood Derby, you get a
Oh,
They have their
Heck
own
yeah.
truck.
wood and you
oh, I
cut the
participated in
designs
both
and
of those are
Little
great
cars.
things
Yeah.
for them.
Frank Lowe's going there
But
and
it,
getting their little
it
kids,
needs to be something,
Yeah,
Yeah.
partnership.
She's
Boy Scouts
getting
and
ready
stuff
to
used
form
to
a,
do it all the time.
Chapter.
nonprofit organization, so she can take some donations
That's great.
to build the cars, and it could be,
That's great.
modest investment,
I think it'd be
But we
good for
need-
the Harry Knight thing, I think it would
We
be.
need to really sell it up big.
Yeah. Harry Knight and Pinewood Derby.
Track, or whatever you're running on.
Well, it's probably
Kid cars,
30
cars,
feet.
circle way.
Does it, like a circle, does it?
No,
it-
just
it-
straight
Straight down.
Start up here and go
Hill,
down and
straight
then
down.
out.
Okay, so would it?
And she has the timer, that at the end, it
It's-
measures who wins, and it's
We used to have it
two
at
out of
JC
three.
Knight.
If you
Bob,
count,
what
boys,
you talked about, the only other track I ever seen that's still in use for the bigger one. When I go out to the racetrack in Indianapolis, I take 30th Street from Meridian, and out there's a park, they use it, they still have it out
Yes.
there.
I
It's a
think it's a
big
good
thing
idea.
down
Great.
there.
I think it's a great idea, Jerome.
I'll see if I can get some
Okay.
pictures or some
That's great.
video for what we did, and what's really neat in Mexico, what we would do is, we went to, I think, went to 4 or 5 different schools there in the city we were at. And our part was, we would talk English to them to help them practice their English
Oh,
to build their car. So it was a really neat thing,
That's
and
great.
everybody enjoyed it, so
Oh, yes.
I'll
Okay.
pursue that with my daughter. We'll have to set a date that we can get the community building.
that's perfect, and Greg can practice his English.
we'll have to give us a deposit of $50.
Yeah.
There you go, then we'll talk, right?
Last thing I got for information to the board is that the liquor store license has been purchased for the city of Jonesboro. I don't know what they're planning on doing, but there is a liquor license that was purchased on One with it.
Caps.
Yeah.
Caps.
It was out there, I didn't know it was out there, but it is for the city. So,
What's that?
somebody purchased a liquor store license for Jonesboro, and it has to be used in Jonesboro. So I don't know where they're gonna go with that, so, I don't know what building they're gonna look at, or they're gonna pursue, but they purchased it. They've actually came and talked to the girls up here,
Oh,
kinda looking for information, what we were gonna do to help them, I think,
Oh.
but, I'm not gonna go with that right now, so, just let you know if somebody says that there's a liquor store.
ask him what
gonna
his
come.
thoughts are, and what's your plan?
Which-
Or
So,
her?
all right, move along then, approval of the claims, are in order.
I already heard that. So I heard it was supposed to be.
I don't know where I
Someone
put it.
told me yesterday, but I heard there's gonna be another convenience.
Sorry, guys, I put it up already. Paper clip them together with everything else. Where is it?
Wow.
Journal fund for the city of Jonesboro for December 23rd, 2025, in the amount of $80,375.07.
I'll make the motion to approve it.
What was the repairs to the back row? Again, on this last meeting, so probably.
Hydraulics, about everything.
It's a
There's
little
leaking
box,
underneath it.
everything in it.
And about everything in the world, but it's running great now. It really
So
is.
it's basically refurbished?
Yes.
You would say, okay.
And it runs good, and it's been, but I will tell you, I think this will be the last time Brittany will bring a bill for that thing to us when she wants to do something else, because we're throwing a lot of money at it, so, but it runs good. Anything else? Motion to approve, please.
Rex made that motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Sultan, seconded by
No,
Mr.
Rex already made it.
Oh, you did?
You need a
Yeah.
second.
I made it.
Oh,
He's ready to
second by
go.
Mr. Mayor. Sultan, Mr. Mayor. Roll call, please.
Sure.
Andrea,
Aye.
Rex,
Aye.
Clayton,
Aye.
Gerald, and Greg.
Am I on camera?
Yep.
You're a movie star.
All right.
Oh,
Any questions from the board, from the citizens of Jonesboro to the board? Any questions from the board?
Only thing I'd like to say, when you look at that agreement from the fire department, where it says we're billing as what state fire marshal says we can bill. In November, the fire marshal office took it on themselves, they can do it. Where we used to only get out, charge $200 for a certain vehicle, now it went up to $400. They say now, after 60 days they don't pay, we can charge a 10% penalty. If the insurance keeps saying they don't pay, they told the fire department to start taking a small claim court, because it's a state statute. For years, what they do is you send a $1,000 bill, I'm only gonna give you $100. Cause they said our people already pay taxes. No, the ISA code, the state of Indiana code, he said, if they don't pay after 60 days and they keep refusing to take, they take it to small claims court. A lot of people think small claims court's a lot of money. It's not that big amount of money you have to pay. And if we start winning this, like the fire marshal said, that you gotta take them small claims, this is the way we're gonna help you guys get money, departments who does not have money, to get money back into.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, thank you, Rex. A motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Thank you all. Thank you for all. Happy New Year. Merry
Yay.
Christmas.